Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Frost and Fire. So to quickly recap what has been going on, it's fairly straightforward. We had one mech cluster come down, and I chose not to destroy it because I thought, given its location, it could very easily defend us from possible attackers, and I was right. We had a Manhunter pack of big things, and they were mostly taken care of by, well, all of the big things were taken care of by the mech cluster, and this is what remnants of the mech clusters left. And there is yet another mech cluster here with a smoke spewer, but because of all of the unstable power cells that I have, I'm not that worried about clearing the smoke spewer. It's fine because I'm not at a lack of power. If it spews smoke, it's not a problem for me. We are in the middle of making jetpacks for trade. The trade is going to be selling to Trankrausbo, whatever, I don't even know how to pronounce that, but we're selling, or we're fulfilling a quest to get a neuroformer, which would then bring Hippie up to level 4. Hopefully she gets a good sidecast, because it has been pretty terrible. Pretty terrible indeed. We are also preparing for the summer, so pretty soon here I'll be removing the chimney roofing and switching over from heating to cooling. Not quite yet, but pretty soon. I'm also going to put Hippie back on steel statues because we do have a surplus of steel, given the mining tunnels west of us, quite a surplus in fact. I think I'm also going to mine here as well, just to speed up the sort of commute to get to the new mining area, having Gabe do that. There are 3 skin spiders on the map, so I have to be wary of them. I think they just ate the last beak thing that wasn't rotten and desiccated. So they're going to be coming after me pretty soon, and I have to keep an eye out for that because skin spiders are pretty deadly. Well, pretty much all the creatures in this mod pack are deadly, but skin spiders are no exception. And they're going to be hungry for me, for sure. So we've been making the jetpacks, and I was going to bring the worst 2 jetpacks to trade. So we have one good one, and if this is another good one, we bring both of those. Mr. Phoenix. Now currently I have my guys able to go out to this location so that I could get the leathers. So I'm just going to force them to go haul some leather. Not going to caravan it. I'll just haul it normally. And for the very reasons I kept this mech cluster intact, I'm going to keep this one intact as well. All right, JD, let's switch from a good to an excellent, getting probably like 1 or 2 cells jump distance. And then I'm going to be making 2 cowboy hats out of the crab chitin that I have here. So the jump packs are ready to be run to trade. And the next thing I'm going to do is to get a bedroll. Just a cloth bedroll so that we can use it, because I don't intend to call a caravan or a cargo ship or any of that. I'll be walking home. So Hippie, you are going to be running this trade for me. So let's send her. Let's send a... Oh, before we do that, let me change the meals back to simple meals. Our moods are good enough that we can subsist on simple meals. So Hippie, and I'm actually going to send Hippie and No, just Hippie. The other animals don't haul for me, so I'm gonna try to keep my weight low enough that she can come back on her own. But I am gonna bring trade goods with me. So I'm gonna bring all of my yayo. Some drugs for trade. The bedroll. The shredded shirts. And all the dusters. I might need to send another person along to help with the hauling. But I'll do that if it needs doing. And this cowboy hat. The smoke pop belt. The jump packs, of course. And that about wraps it. I might be required to send like Phoenix along to help haul stuff home. And if that's the case, we'll get that done. So if you're wondering about the jump distance, the excellent jump packs, 27 cells, and the good jump packs, 25 cells. So 2 additional cells for the quality. Doesn't sound like much, but when you're being shot at or chased or swarmed or whatever, being able to jump even 2 cells further is kind of nice. Okay, we're almost fully loaded up. And we're good to go. So, at Transcrow, we're going to visit it. And then see about trading with them as well. So, fulfill the trade order for the Neuroformer. And they've got ducks, Yorkies, cow, which are all animals I meant to take out of this, but it's very, very, very hard to remove animals from mod pack. I'm also going to buy gold because I don't have a source of gold back home. And yeah, there it is. There's the trade. So 3.5 days of food, or 3 days of food, 3.5 of travel. I might have to pod some more food to her. We'll see. But there it is. Trade order fulfilled. So these mechs are going to wake up in about 4 days' time, just shy. And all that's going to happen when they wake up, of course, the things will stop being dormant, but there's a call-down beacon here. So a few more mechs will join that cluster. Where are... Okay, the skin spiders are asleep right now. Going to be keeping an eye on them, so... Before too long, let me grab the remaining leather that's out here. Leather's kind of a rare resource in Frost and Fire because there's just not a lot of animals that you can kill for leather. And a lot of the animals that do exist in Frost and Fire don't yield leather. They are just foul meat, so they're not even really edible. And now I'm removing the northern section from allowed pathing. Even though you can see these skin spiders are running at me. If the skin spiders are running at me, I'm gonna counter hunt them. Let me get all of my forces up here. And get ready to clear some bugs. I'll have to close this door later. Oh, no, they stopped. Weird. Come on. Now you have a valid path to me. So I don't like the idea of them lurking dangerously. Skin spiders are dangerous, but what are you guys doing? Given my numbers, this should be fine. Injury free. Honestly, I truly did not even deserve to be injury free. Skin spiders are are pretty dangerous. They could definitely bite a hand off or something. They do that kind of damage. All right, well, I guess we are going to make some more nutrient paste meals out of the foul meat that we get from the skin spiders. And I temporarily added this as fortified zone, but let me remove it. And we'll be good. All right, clear all this events. All right, Bash, that's actually your job. And in the hoppers here, we'll add foul meat as allowable. Done. And next person that goes to eat meals will be instructed to make the nutrient paste. It's now above freezing, 7 degrees Celsius, 45 Fahrenheit. So I'm going to keep a close eye on the temperature to make sure that I'm turning on the coolers when they are appropriate. Come on, who's going for a meal? Like no one right now is going for a meal. It's kind of funny. Oh, okay, these two. Phoenix. Nope. You guys ate them. Okay, Bash, it's gonna be you. Nutrient paste. And we're done. 13 more meals that I otherwise wouldn't have had. Unforbid all this stuff. And we, of course, cleared out the wild animals that could have posed danger. Now, the solar flare that we had killed off the eggs that were fertilized. But there's a new fertilized, so I'm just going to expand the zone here. Because I don't really know what to do with these eggs. I should have sent them for Hippie to sell or something. I don't know. I really don't. But oh well. All right, let's forbid the meat that we have left. And stick a light in here to increase movement speed and decrease infestation chance. All right, I think it's about time to start removing the chimney roofing so we can cool when we need to. These two here, I'm not going to remove though, because we might not ever really need to remove that. Probably only a day or two until it's warm enough to warrant the AC systems. And speaking of which, we could probably get away with turning off a lot of our heaters, as it is not cold enough to require the volume of heaters that I'm currently running. Okay, almost all heaters in the base are now off, and there isn't a significant temperature difference, because it's 52 Fahrenheit out and the heaters were set to 70. It's pretty close. Phoenix and Bash, you are idle. Okay. Here, clean up some of that, I guess. It's a pretty lame task, so I'll have Gabe continue mining. And we can allow smelting as well. Now, how many spare pairs of pants do we have? 0? Let's make a few extra pants. Oh no, we have some. They're not great quality, so I don't mind making extras. Hippie is... she might not actually need food. She might be able to be fine. Wow, there is so much idleness in the colony right now that that they're like immediately hauling all the steel. Guess that's good. It's good that they have a little bit of downtime. All right, we are at a point where we're going to want to start cooling stuff. So turn on the coolers. I think I'm going to fully commit to turning off the heaters. Making sure the chimneys are properly unroofed, and they are. And of course, immediately one of my coolers breaks down. Like clockwork. We have almost 4,000 steel. Now, if you're wondering why I need this much steel, some of it is actually for trade. We'll be making statues in order to expand what we can buy and sell. I would be interested, and there's a considerable risk here, but I would be interested in calling in our allies for a trade caravan. But the risk here, of course, is the chance that the trade caravan pops in and gets liquefied by the mech clusters. I feel like a bad ally for risking them in such a way, but what I might be able to do is, let me see. I could encourage them to avoid the area. I'm trying to think of the easiest way to do this. Actually, the easiest way to do this would be, like that. Oh, no, wouldn't. Because of this door. Yeah, I'll have to clog these doors. A large construction. Someone named Moon joins. A pretty night owl. 18-year-old pretty night owl. Sure. I'll accept. For her. It's going to be a little tricky getting the monument marker. I think actually Phoenix could get it pretty easily. Because he has a shield belt on. Yeah, see, a little nasty. All right, so those doors, well, I don't really need it here anymore. So these doors are no longer viable access points, and I'm going to continue that up this way so that the trade caravan I called in can't kill themselves. Or rather, they try to enter the base, but not through the normal way in, because that would be bad. So we're gonna drive them towards this door, or like this door or whatever, trying to steer the trade caravan away. This does make me vulnerable to normal attacks because I've blocked valid pathing for potential enemies, and I'm just gonna have to be careful of that. So, the monument marker. Another reason to accept this monument, Wow, this looks like a Vandelbrot. Whatever his name is, the fractal guy. Another reason to accept this monument is because the punishment for having this monument damaged was a bunch of beak things. So if I wanted beak things on demand, I could purposefully damage the monument and get a bunch of beak things to come help me if I needed them. It's an odd way to use these quests, but if you see here, the punishment is just that 30 beak things arrive. So for 23 days, I have a way to summon beak things on demand, which is, I consider that an absolute bonus. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on Phoenix. I forgot that I unrestricted him briefly. I don't mind him repairing the orbital trade beacon. I'd rather have it up. But then his shield belt did just break, so skin of my teeth. So we'll get the monument set up. I can make that entire monument out of steel. Let's paint the valid path to get there, which will be like this. Oh, and of course Bash takes his own path. That's fine. All right, it's 77 out, so I think what I'm going to start to do is let's get into Summer Brawler and Summer Shooter. Oh, Gabe hits steel yet again. And this monument is going to be built with steel. And I'm going to forbid one of the wall sections just so that we could do it a little bit faster. And then also have a large remove roof area over it so that we don't bother roofing it up. I'm going to clean up my old roof areas though. There, done. Rather simple monument to build. No flooring required. Not even all that many materials. How many materials does it say? 600? Yeah, that's truly not expensive for one new colonist. And if you're wondering where the colonist is going to go, Moon, I don't know where she's going to go. She can sleep in here, I guess. It's not ideal, but it's a fine zone, I suppose. Fine as any. Slowly cranking up the air conditioners so that we don't have a, doesn't take us by surprise. Hippie's caravan ran out of food half a day away, but she's has a full stomach, so she should be fine. Now there's the added risk of Hippie is walking in, and it's possible that she walks in near these mech clusters, but she does have a jetpack, so I should be able to jetpack her to safety rapidly if her entry point is dangerous. That's something I would not be surprised if I have to do. No, this should not be off. Oops. Maverick is pregnant. Why are we relying upon Smoke Leaf? I don't like that. I think everyone's moods are just low enough that they are relying upon Smoke Leaf. What I could do is I could change schedule drugs and lower the Smoke Leaf from 35 to 30. See if that helps. Raise the tea every 2 days, raise the beer every 1 day. If you take a look at beer and tea, it will tell you what the safe dosage is. So safe dose interval for beer is every 1 day, For tea, it's every 2 days. So I've just increased their drug intake. Still within safe tolerances, but the reason I usually have it a little bit wider than the what is considered safe tolerance is so that I can drug them myself when necessary. Because if you schedule them to the absolute minimum of safe tolerance, there's no way to have them take extra doses for when you know they're about to get stressed. So that's something I do often that you might see, which is do a little extra drug dosing, like right before a big attack or something like that, so that my guys are happy. You know, they stay happier longer. Caravan at landfall. No problem. Coming in the left entry there. Oh, another thing I should do is to turn off the heater here. And the heater here. These heaters are obviously not needed. Hippie needs to change over from winter to summer clothing. Now, I have a 18-year-old female joining. I guess that's roughly the right age for Gabe, but no one else. Gabe's 25. Everybody else is a little bit outside. I mean, RimWorld allows for relationships to have a kind of a wide range. A corpse obsession. Well, okie dokie. Wow, that is one very, very purple corpse. Raptor, could you rebury? Raptor's the only one that isn't offended by corpses as a bloodlust. He doesn't mind rotted corpses. A fun little added benefit. The Mandelbrot set. That's what this reminds me of. Okay, no one ever hauled steel there, so forget that. They're just building it. And the neuroformer is going to be used by Hippie when she's not... Oh, jeez. That was a bit of a jump scare. When she's not, you know, psychotically wandering. Okay, the mechs woke up, added 2 pikemen and a scyther, I think. The old plan zones I can remove. Too close to map edge. Alright, come on, Hippie. And Moon has joined. Because the monument is now complete. Hello, Moon. First thing you do in the new colony is take off your shirt. Okay. I don't believe I have a bed for her. I'd like, ideally, at least an excellent one. So Bash is going to get to it. As far as assignments go, she's going to be on simple meals. She's going to be a summer shooter. I don't believe she had... Yeah, she really doesn't have any weapon skills. She does have a proclivity towards art and mining, so she could help mine with Gabe, I guess. She sucks at it. Unbelievable lack of talent for everything. She also animal handles, I guess, okay enough to feed for training or whatever. But we'll allow her to mine, art, that kind of stuff. It wouldn't be terrible for me to crank out another weapon for her either. So we do have sniper rifles that she could temporarily use, but it would be good for me to have an assault rifle. Bash. Yeah, let's get the beds. There's an excellent bed. I'll have to do, and she's gonna sleep. She's gonna sleep in the crypt or whatever until a relationship forms, probably. I don't know if I'm going to donate time to another bedroom if she's likely to be in a relationship with someone. And it should be pretty easy because she is pretty and Gabe is, you know, yeah, maybe there's a relationship there, especially if they're mining together. She was a night owl, correct? Yes, she is a night owl. So another thing I might be able to do is keep her asleep from 11 to 18, which is the requirements for night owl. Right, 11 to 18. In fact, I usually find it a little nicer to schedule them in so they try to go to sleep an hour earlier. And what I'll do is I will put Gabe on the same schedule so that they have more interactions together, and put her on stay fortified restrictions so she stays safe. All right. So if my guys are mining, let me queue up some mining over here and get them mining together. And let's give you the Masterwork Sniper Rifle until I have an Assault Rifle. It is very weird to me that I've got someone new. It's so rare. It is so very rare to add new people to this colony, because as part of the scenario that we have, a lot of the events that adds new people, like Transport Pod Crash or Wildman Wanders In, they've been disabled as they don't really make a lot of sense lore-wise. And as a result, it's just very, very, very difficult to increase your population. It's something that you might have noticed throughout the series, is just the opportunities for me to add people are few and far between. So the few chances, you know, you gotta jump at if you do want extra people. Now there's a good reason not to, because colony size and the wealth associated with a larger colony leads to more larger raids and more combat and the like. Have they interacted at all? Moon said a word about sports to Gabe. Sports, huh? All right, Hippie's no longer corpse obsessed. Let's use the Psylink, giving her skip. Oh, fantastic. All right, so if she has skip, I'm going to keep her Psy focus up high. Skip is probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite Psycast. It's arguably not the most powerful, but it is quite a wide utility. And we have the machinists with exotic goods coming in, and they should be arriving southbound. Now, I'm not even gonna wait. I'm gonna walk out to them and trade in case they do path in weird and get themselves killed. I'd like to do the trades early. So my 2 fertilized eggs that are ruined by temperature, I'm gonna sell, because for whatever reason they are worth the same amount. Let's buy stun Psycast. And wow, there's really nothing else. I could buy a love enhancer. Don't think I'll be doing that though. All right, just stun, I suppose, and a little silver. I'm gonna have Raptor learn stun, and then that's a good reason for Raptor to have his Psy focus up higher as a result. Because if he can stun, previously he had mostly pacifist Psycast, but now if he can stun, it's a good idea to keep his Psy focus up as well. All right, your feelings towards Gabe are really not changed at all. Got it. As you can see, Gabe gets 32 steal a node, and wow, even JD is mining. Okay, they've had some deep talks. Uh-oh. Yeah, so I was right to immediately trade with the caravan, because they've since picked a fight with the mech cluster, and there's just simply no way they're gonna win. So I tried to wall off all of the points of entry here, 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 and here, and they just kept picking sillier and sillier ways in. So Phoenix here with his shield belt is going to go for a daring rescue of one of the and Bash is going to try for another. I'm trying to be a nice ally. I tried my very best to instruct this trade caravan to take a safe path to get to me. I can't help if they are stupid. I don't get to keep them that safe, right? So Kaufman here can be skipped by here. JD, you switch. Lancaster, how 5 hours? I should be fine. Hippie, I'm gonna need you. Oh, but no, that's not gonna work. All right, Bash, you'll try to just haul Kaufman. You can't skip allies. They get pissed. So want to save Kaufman. Here, I'm gonna forbid this door and go back in the way I came in. No, no. Go in this door. What are you doing, Bash? There you go. Let's close this door behind us. All right, so full rescue for everybody. JD, you were supposed to haul in Lancaster. I don't know what you're doing here. Raptor. We're gonna tend to them without meds. A little cruel, but needed. All right, Kaufman died in transit anyway. Yeah, we'll do another sarcophagus. And hopefully Lancaster gets tended. I'm gonna tend with JD. And Raptor, you are going to bury our guest. So contents here. Human-like, strangers, Raptor, Barry. Raptor doesn't mind the, Phoenix, where are you? What are you? Oh, you're just hauling that. Okay. It's like, where are you going? Looked like he was going outside, but he's not allowed to. Alright, so then the other worry is, of course, these guys might exit the map. A, it might be so hot that they heat stroke out. And B, they might just walk through, you know, walk through the mechs again. They're not exactly the smartest. Okay, sorry, Moon. I know, so much disturbed sleep. It's just the way it is sometimes. So it looked like we had more crab. Yep, 65 more. Cool. I'm gonna save up for more dusters, though. I have a decent amount of dusters. Only 2 spare crab ones, though. And then I have a few. I have more spare cowboy hats. So yeah, I'll save up. All right, let's feed them simple meals, shall we? If we're not even getting fine meals, our guests should not get fine meals. Seems fair to me. And forbid the rest of the meat. Alright, Moon, how do you feel about, feelings about Gabe have not changed much. This area is probably out of zone. Yeah, it's out of zone. Man, this here Royal Rome got a little filthy, didn't it? So Hippie is going to have some issues praying here, as it is not really her room anymore. All the more reason for Moon and Gabe to... Oh, Gabe tried to flirt. Moon turned her back. Gabe tried to romance her by implying good things about his own emotional stability. I don't think that is ever a good demonstration of your own emotional stability. I think, as a general rule of thumb, if you're ever like, hey, you know, I'm emotionally stable, is exactly what someone would say if they are not. It's like the old he who smelt it dealt it. I could be wrong, but that's just my feeling about it. We'll keep trying. So she had to turn him down, which is going to cause some sort of little rift. And of course, I could use Psycast powers. Maybe that wouldn't be a terrible thing. Oh, but Gabe is, I can't do it to Gabe because he's psychically dull. He's really, or deaf. He's immune to sensitivity. I probably could put him in an L-Tech skull cap and have it work. Let's try that. I'm actually sort of curious. Now this is a dead man's skull cap, so Gabe's not going to enjoy wearing it. But if it helps him flirt, right? And then Hippie, yeah, he is very, very, very low sensitivity, but he does technically have sensitivity with the skull cap on. So, there it is. And now Gabe can take off the skull cap. But I'll just, yeah. So, playing matchmaker. Mostly because I'm just simply too lazy to build another bedroom. But also that moods do significantly improve when people are in relationships. So now if we take a look at Moon and Gabe, they have far stronger, artificially so, but far stronger feelings towards one another than they did previously, due to my meddling. But hey, you know, I'll meddle. I don't mind. And Moon's bedroom is now a little bit more impressive. Also, I just want to state for the record that Moon will be raffled off to one of my Patreon patrons. So by next episode, she will have a name change. I don't know what name she will have. I haven't run the raffle yet, but don't be confused when Moon has some other name. You, Moon, Ren. It's a cool name, actually. Sometimes people don't get cool names. Kaufman, Arepos, Pinky, Barnsey, and Arethusa. I don't know, there's pretty cool names. And Hippie is given a need a meditation spot. So she's been, and I guess what I could do is just make it formalized. She's been given a meditation spot of art as a result of being ousted from her crypt because of Moon's bedroom. So I will make it formal and actually put it there. And her gain rate here, because of the legendary statue that she's praying at, is 80%, which is just about the same as Raptor's. So it's really not that she's at much of a disadvantage here. It actually might be a faster gain rate than even the crypt. And if that's the case, well, let's check. If that's the case. Because I know if you have enough legendary art, that is the fastest possible gain rate in the game. Yep, it's faster. Okay, so this crypt here is being removed. In other words, because we gain Psi Focus faster in here. So we might as well have Hippie do, you know, art focus rather than corpse focus. So if we are getting rid of corpse focus altogether, I will have Raptor deal with the bodies next episode because I'm out of time. So thank you all so very much for watching. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. I'll catch you next episode. Farewell.